Let me show you how I sketch and watercolor paint a tiny Eastern Bluebird. I'll be using watercolor paper, super thin detail paint brushes. For paint, I have black, white, Winsor blue, and red, gold, and burnt umber that I'll mix to make the orangey brown feathers. And this magnifying glass will help me get all the detail I can muster into a penny-sized bird. First thing I do on these tiny paintings is measure out and mark my paper with pencil to the exact size that will appear through the frame. When you're using a frame from a dollhouse, there is not much room for error. Then I cut my watercolor paper down to waste less paper. I'll use this other piece for another project. Next, I tape my paper down. This helps my paper from slipping, which is important when working this small. And now it's go time. The sketching is very important to get all the proportions accurate. Now we paint. I first apply the paint thinly with more water added to it. Then I apply the color more concentrated as needed. I like to test my paints just off my composition before applying them to the Bluebird. That really helps for colors like the orangey brown to make sure it's looking good. Now it's time to fine-tune all the details, working in some shadows, adding white highlights, some defining lines and feet, working the feathers on the neck a bit, and with that, everything is looking good. Give it a quick signature. Now I cut the paper down, pop it in the frame, and into the gallery it goes.